Good evening and welcome to Piano Recital 2020. I'm Curtis, and of course, you know Miss Karen, and things are a little different this time. Usually, we're in a church, we're all together, we have a big grand piano up front. That is not the case this year. We're virtual. So, Karen, how did you come to the decisions to go virtual with our recital?
Well, it was a very hard decision to come to after all of these months of being stuck in. I really wanted and had hoped to have a live recital. I have so many students who have worked so hard, and I had seniors this year. I really wanted to honor and recognize everybody's hard work in a live performance. I wanted things to be as normal as possible. But as the situation went on and COVID kept getting worse, I just felt for the safety of the family, with all the restrictions, it just wasn't going to happen. And finally had to make the decision just to go ahead to have some sort of recital to recognize and to honor the students' hard work.
Right, trying to keep things as normal as we can, but also play it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want everybody to be safe.
Right. Okay, so normally I get up and I'm the guy who says, put your cell phones away, put them on silent, no food or drink in the auditorium. Well, tonight you can have all the food and drink you want. It's your living room.
I hope they have some of those good finger foods that we have at the reception.
Popcorn, sodas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best part of recital is the finger foods.
Yes, it is.
I'll and the students' performances.
Well, yeah.
But I know the students like the finger foods the best.
They always say that's their favorite part, don't they?
That's what they say is their favorite part. So I hope they're getting some tonight.
Right. So yeah, break out the popcorn, the sodas, and also pull out your cell phones and your iPads this year. Get on the Facebook page, because as we're airing this, you have the opportunity to get on and interact with the recital.
Yes.
Normally we clap, we cheer the kids on. So let's interact with them as much as we can. You can hit emojis, you have
Full applause.
Yeah, you make comments.
Yeah, just really engage to make it feel as like we're all together.
Right, yeah.
And take pictures.
Oh,
Would love to see your family sitting on their sofa, the students as they perform, what their responses is. When they get their medals later, you could take a picture of that. But put your pictures up. We'd like to see those. We miss those faces.
Yeah, she loves seeing the kids. So pull us into your living room. Get us pictures of your students, of your family watching, and let's just pull this together as much as we can. Now, with the whole COVID thing and the decision to postpone it, I know at one point you're wondering if we'd even be able to have a recital, and you're really kind of stuck because you're like, I have 3 seniors. I really, really want them to be able to play.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, right now a lot of things are up in the air. I know with, families are having a hard time making decisions on what are we going to do with school. School boards are really struggling because we don't know what the future is going to be.
A lot of jobs and workplaces.
Yeah. Normally, like right over there, I'd have 2 or 3 rows of very nervous, very anxious, kind of fidgety kids, and so usually, we pray so that to calm their nerves, to kind of help them to know they're not alone in this. This time I'd like to pray for the families, for the students and the families.
We love them so much.
Yeah, and so if you don't mind, let's just bow our heads real quick. God, I lift up these students and I lift up the families. I pray that you would help them as they're trying to come to the right decisions for their families, for their kids, for this school year. And I pray that you'd give them wisdom. And I pray that you would remind them that the right decision for them might not be the same decision that their neighbors make. But I pray that you would just guide them to make the decision that's the best for them and to give them confidence in that decision. And God, we just pray that things would get back to normal as soon as possible. But tonight we come together to celebrate the students and just to really cheer them on for their hard work. And so we lift them up to you tonight in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so I've been working from home, as a lot of people have been, and my office is just run right on the other side of the piano, and so seems like I've been hearing a lot of jazz through that wall.
We have been learning jazz for our recital. We have learned that before COVID, we had taken on the task of learning jazz history.
Mhm.
We started learning where jazz came from, how it developed from the rags and from the blues, how it fused together with band music to form the new style of jazz, and then how it moved on to swing and to big band, how the war influenced that, and even on up to cool jazz and that laid back feeling. We got to study the great jazz musicians like Jelly Roll Morton and Fats Domino,
Okay.
and just how they influenced jazz and several others and you'll get to hear some of their songs played tonight.
Cool.
The students worked really hard on learning those blue notes, that seventh sound that when they would play it and they'd go, is that right? That's right, it's okay. That those blue notes, that offbeat, that syncopated feel or that swing feel, that ragtime with the one hand doing one thing, another hand doing the other. They worked really hard this year on learning a lot of different things that jazz incorporates.
Okay, so let's talk about that syncopation a little bit. Obviously, it's kind of a shift in mindset from like classical
Yeah.
or pop.
Doesn't use a metronome.
Yeah, your hands aren't always doing the same thing.
Well, pretty much never, because when you're the pianist, you get to play all the instruments basically. So your left hand is going to play your bass pattern, and it's going to keep that steady beat like the metronome. And your right hand is going to play that syncopation or the laid back or the swing or those kind of melody sounds, and you want that to have that real jazz style. So trying to keep that left hand rolling bass pattern, those 12 bars blues going on one hand, while the other hand is doing something completely different is not easy.
Okay.
And the students did a very good job working on learning how to put those hands together and taking that task on. They've worked really hard.
Well, I noticed that even with the ragtime, where it is maybe a little more squared up, like classical music, that left hand is busy.
Yes, they play a lot of notes.
Yeah. See, when I was in junior high, I played trumpet and jazz band, and it's part of why I love jazz now. And it seems like we're playing "Show Me the Way to Go Home," and it seems like we spent 2 weeks on just one phrase, learning how to, and I was only had to play one note at a time, trying to get that in just a little bit behind the beat, but not lose the beat.
Yeah, it's not easy to get that laid back feeling while one hand is still keeping the metronome and that steady pattern going. And so that's a very difficult task to do. And some of these kids, their hands don't even stretch that far. And so it's hard. They did great.
Yeah.
They worked really hard.
Yeah. Some of the jazz we listen to at home. Of course, Michael Bublé.
Oh, yeah.
The big band.
You'll get to hear some of him tonight.
Yeah. I used to listen to Miles Davis.
Yes, he's going to be around. You'll hear one from him.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Frank Sinatra, Dean
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
To me, Christmas music is big band.
Well, it is July, so you're not going to hear
It's
Christmas
July.
music tonight.
Yeah.
But we're going to have some great jazz tonight.
Great. I'm looking forward to it. And remember, interact, get on Facebook,
It's engaged.
and send us pictures. We would love to see the look on your kids' faces. We just love to see your family together celebrating these kids. And
Yeah, let's get ready to swing.
all right.
2020 Jazz Age Recital.
All right.
I'm Caitlin Thompson and I'm doing St. Louis Blues. Street Blues.
And I'm playing Old Man River.
Hi, I'm Riley Dewey, and I'll be doing Summertime.
Hi, my name's Emma Thompson, and this is Memphis Blues.
Hello, my name is Draven Tipton. I'm going to be playing Anything Goes by Cole Porter.
My name is Lila, and I am playing Chattanooga Choo Choo.
My name is Bailey Hewlin, and I will be playing Maple Leaf Rag by Scott Joplin.
Audrey Thompson, and I'm playing Bill Bailey, Won't You Please Come Home.
Claire Pyle, and I will be playing the Cascades.
I'm Keelan Escobar, and I'll be performing Ain't Misbehavin'.
My song is The Boogeyman.
Hi, my name is Aubrey Pyle, and I'll be playing Fly Me to the Moon. My name is Zoe Kewen, and I will be playing the Missouri River Ballad.
My name is Ian Keller, and this is Feeling Good.
I'm Emma McCarthy, and I'll be playing Moon Dance.
I am so proud of the students this year. This is the part of the recital where I get up and I cry and I'm just bit. So I'm going to give them a round of applause. And if they were here, they would get to bow. But I'm really proud of them this year because it's been a difficult year. And for them to stick out, to keep practicing, to keep on with virtual lessons. I'm really proud of the parents for setting up virtual lessons. It was not an easy task every week to set that up and to encourage the kids. And I know it's one more thing to have to make your kids do at home, and I know that that's hard. So thank you, parents. It's just been a challenging year, and even recording the videos, I know, and getting them uploaded to the Google Drive. It was just all hard. And so thank you for being patient and for doing this virtual recital and the virtual lessons. And the students, they were wonderful. I enjoyed the jazz. I enjoyed each of them. They did a really great job. And usually, while I am saying all of this, the students are lining up for medals.
Right. So parents, if you haven't already, go ahead and stick the medal on your kid's neck. Give them a hug. Tell them how proud of them you are.
Yes.
And
yes, definitely give them a hug for me because that's one of my favorite parts is to put those medals around those necks and to hug those sweet kids. So I really miss them and they did a good job. So I'm proud of them.
Now, as we mentioned before, Miss Karen had 3 seniors.
We had 3 seniors this year. One of them had started when she was 8, 9, and 11.
Okay.
So these 3 girls have been with me for a very long time. And they have not just been students, but they've become friends. When you sit side by side on a bench together for 30 minutes, somebody could do the math out there and let us know how long it would be. 30 minutes every week for 10-ish years. That's a lot of time side by side, a lot of elbow rubbing. And we've shared heartaches, we've shared joys, and I love them to pieces. And so we are going to take a moment, since we couldn't recognize them at a live recital, we're going to take a moment tonight and watch some videos.
Now, I haven't watched these videos yet, but I heard a lot of laughing through the door while I was working.
The girls each came over one by one, and we just sat down and we chatted. We had good memories, bad memories, favorites this, least favorite that. We had a lot of fun going through and just remembering a lot of good times together. And it was just a really nice time for us. And I just hope that all of you will stay tuned and you'll watch these seniors. They have just blossomed into beautiful young ladies.
And some of the younger students will get to see what they have to look forward to.
That's right.
And what it's like being a piano student
And they
in high
all
school.
give a piece of advice for younger students.
Oh, excellent.
It's interesting.
All right.
But they all say the same thing.
Oh. I'm looking forward to finding out what that is.
Yes. So let's take a moment and let's meet Emma, and Claire.
Okay. All right.
Hello, I'm here with Emma McCarthy, and she is a senior graduating from Yukon High School. And you had a newspaper honor. Tell me about that.
I was put on the National Honor Roll for Journalism students by the NSPA. And there were 3 students, I think, from Oklahoma to be put on that. So
very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And where are you going to go to college at?
I'm going to UCO.
Very nice. Do you know your major?
Creative writing.
Yes. Very nice. You'll be very good at that. Very nice. Okay, you have been very busy through high school with drama and newspaper and choir. Tell us some about those activities.
So I've been doing newspaper since middle school, and I have been the editor since sophomore year. I did theater for 3 years and choir for 2, and this year I was in 2 choirs, women's chorale and Cola Voce.
Very nice. Now, are you going to do choir in college?
I would like to do it at some point, but not this semester.
Yeah. On top of all that, she's also done piano. How long have you taken piano lessons? I was trying to remember. Were you
9
8
years?
9?
I was 9 when I started.
You were 9 when you started. Oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. She was so tiny. Okay, so do you remember your first lesson?
Vaguely.
I don't.
The piano was over there.
Yes, I remembered it in the living room too. I think you guys were probably going to be the last ones to remember it there. So yeah, it was in the living room. Do you remember when it got moved?
No.
No. We had a summer when we made the studio and knocked out the wall, and everybody had to enter through the garage because there was like a piece of wood there blocking the front door. Yeah, I remember being so embarrassed. But it's so nice to have it over there. But yes, it was in the living room. Do you have a favorite piano lesson memory?
Maybe all the boom whacker games. And like the next day noticing all the huge bruises on my knee.
Okay, for those that don't know, at the end of every school, which I missed this year, we play with those big boom whackers. There are these big giant tubes, and we have this game where students compete for the notes, and they have to run out and find the note and whack it. And her and her sister would get extremely competitive. And it gets a little wild and a little crazy. Clara was like that too with her sister. So much fun though. And yeah, that was probably one of my favorite games every year. And I only did it once a year because it got a little crazy. But it was always fun. Any other good memories that you can think of?
Just all the times we would just like sit and talk and share stories and stuff. It was so fun.
That's what I was thinking of with you too. I used to tease after your lesson that I think she just comes to talk to me. I don't think she wants to learn piano. Or she didn't practice and she's putting off playing the song. That's not a trick. Don't try it. But yeah, you always had a good story to tell. In fact, I had that written down. You always did. Okay, least favorite. Do you have a least favorite?
I did not like my recital song when I played Rondo alla Turca.
Oh, really?
I didn't like
You didn't
playing
like
that
that
song.
one?
No.
How funny. Okay, I like that song. That's surprising. Okay, nice. That's good though. Do you have a favorite song?
I have a few favorite songs. I love playing the accompaniment to This Is Gospel and Wizard's Rhapsody.
Yes.
From that one recital was so fun. And I Want It That Way. I love the Backstreet Boys so much and I love playing that song.
Nice. Very good. Very good. She's got lots of good favorites. Yay. Did you have a favorite recital?
Either at the movies or Fantasies and Fairy Tales or last year.
Well, I'm so glad you like so many of them. I have a hard time picking too, but they've been fun. Yeah, except for this year's. It will be memorable. Did you have a favorite game besides the boom whacker?
The one with like what was the one with the little pebble things that would go on the keys?
Oh, yes, where we race across the keyboard.
Yes,
yes,
I like
race
that.
to middle C.
Yes.
Or crazy keys. When you get older, I make it a little harder.
Yeah, I like that game.
Yes, that is a favorite. That's my oldest game too. I think that's the very first game I ever made. So that's funny that it's still the big favorite. Emma is a big Broadway fan.
Oh yes.
And she pushed me out of my comfort zone to learn a lot of new Broadway music, which has been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed doing that. Do you have a favorite Broadway?
Oh man. That's hard. That is really hard. I have a lot that I really like.
I know we did a lot of Hamilton.
We did do Hamilton. We also did some Dear Evan Hansen.
Yes. Which I had not heard any of that before. So those were
That
new.
is definitely one of my favorites. I also really like Heathers, the musical.
Yes.
That's one of my all-time favorites.
Very fun. Very good.
There are a lot.
There are a lot of good ones. And it's fun to play the music. I really enjoyed learning those songs with you. That was something I haven't done before. So that was fun. Do you have an instrument that you would like to learn?
I tried guitar at one point, but I just didn't really care for it.
There's something
It just wasn't for
between
me.
trying to go from piano to guitar. I think that's hard. It's such a different kind of instrument.
It was weird learning the fingering because you don't use your thumbs, so the index finger is first finger, and I'm so used to my thumb being
Number
finger
one. Yes, it's finger one, even though it's a thumb.
I think violin would be cool.
I've always wanted to learn upright bass or cello,
Oh, yeah.
which is similar. But yeah, I think those are hard. The string instruments are hard for a pianist. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I think violin would be easier than guitar there. Okay, so any advice for younger students?
Practice. I was really good at practicing until I got to high school and had a lot of homework all of a sudden, and then like stopped practicing so much, and it made it a lot harder. And yeah, just practice as much as you can.
Nice, yes, and then practice when you're in grade school and high school because you'll have that talent then forever. It doesn't go away. It's like riding a bike.
And when you practice a song a lot and get really good at it, then it gets really fun and you just want to play it all the time.
Yes, and you can always pull it out. I can still pull out things that I haven't played in years, and it comes right back.
Yeah.
Because, and then you have stuff to show off with. Right? I just wanted to end by telling you you've been a wonderful student.
Thank you.
Loved having you as a student. You are so creative and just bright, so smart, and you've always had an amusing story to tell. I've always loved having you come to lessons, and there's always a smile and something to make you laugh, and you're just been a lot of fun to teach, and I've enjoyed that.
You're a really awesome teacher.
Oh, thank you. It's just been fun watching you grow up and to see your character develop and to see you change from that little 9-year-old girl to this beautiful young lady that you've become, and just seeing you blossom and to come out of your shell. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. I can't wait to read one of your books in the future and have like bragging rights that I know you. So you can stick in a crazy piano teacher in one of them. So I will miss you terribly, and I just wish you the best of luck and a little something to remember me by. And just love you. Aww. So this is Clara Pyle, and nice. And your academic one's for softball, correct? Or yes, the sports is for softball. And how long have you played softball?
Since I was like 8.
Since you were 8. So, and you also started piano around 8, correct?
At the same time.
Which was, so you've been thinking about 10 years then, probably. Wow. Okay, that's a really long time.
Yeah.
So, what is your first memory of piano?
Coming in the little books, sitting at the piano, and you always have the lights like dimmed. I remember coming after like Aubrey's practice and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. And it was in the living room. I didn't have my piano studio yet. She might be one of the last to remember the living room piano. It was back over here. Yeah. So before I had the studio. Okay, so do you have a favorite song that you've played over the years?
I liked playing Canon in D. That's my favorite.
Nice. That's one of my favorite too. I've been so surprised at what everybody's picked.
I don't remember what year it was for recital, but it was
a
a recital
recital
song.
one. Okay, 3 or 4 years ago probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very good. Okay. Did you have a least favorite song? One that you just really didn't like?
I can't think of any.
Really? That's impressive. Okay. Because I have a whole bunch of songs I don't like.
I absolutely hate or anything.
Nothing like that. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What was your favorite recital?
I liked the game show one. I know it's recent, but that was my favorite.
Yes, I liked that one too. It was fun. It was different. Yeah.
I think that was that the year you had the Kahoot and stuff?
Yes. We would buzz in with the answers, and yes, that was a lot of fun. So I have so many memories with you. I just have to say. And some of them are happy. I mean, most of them are happy, don't get me wrong, but I have things like, do you remember, I think your puppy died one time right before lessons.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember
There was
that?
one time, yeah, we went after
was so
lessons.
sad.
And she died, yeah.
Yes, and I just remember being so sad
But bad
for
stuff
you.
always happened on piano
It
days.
did. There was several things that not great though, and I would just be like in tears after you guys left because I was so sad. But I thought your family is so strong. You've been through so much. I mean, and your grandparents lived with you for a while because of the tornado, and somehow that I don't think the tornado was on a piano day.
No.
But I don't remember. For some reason, I connect that with piano. I don't know why. But and I think your house got broken into on a piano day.
Yes, and they broke into it, and then Mom went and got our stuff, and then we came to piano.
Yes, I remember that too. That was awful. But you guys have been through some tough times, and you're a strong family. Okay, working on to more positive things now. So you also play in band. She plays softball and band. Like I said, she's strong. She does just all kinds of things. So what instrument do you play in band?
I'm in percussion.
Percussion. Yes.
Yes.
Yay. And you've been doing that for how many years?
Oh, 6th grade is when I started,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
6 years.
That's a long time. Very good. Do you think you'll learn any other instruments? Or are there any other instruments you want to learn?
I want to learn guitar still. I'm still trying.
Do you have a guitar?
Yes.
Nice. Very good. I can only do like 3 chords.
I'm trying. I don't know how to do it.
I have a hard time strumming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because we're pianists.
Mm-hmm.
I still good job on that one. Try the accordion. It's so much easier. Okay, so do you have any advice for younger students?
Practice. She can always tell when you don't. No matter how hard you try to hide it. You told me that once, that you could always tell.
I usually can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You always did come prepared though.
I had a year or so where I just didn't do anything.
You've always been very, very, very good about playing, I think. And Clara, I was telling my family today, and I think I'm going to start the Clara Award after this year. And this is why, because you are my only student to have completed all 6 levels. So when you start in piano, you have 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, so on, and it goes up to 6. And Clara has been my only student to complete all 6 levels and to go on and then get to play. We've had so much fun the last couple of years because we've got to just play from the big fat classical book of all the great songs and a few songs we haven't liked. But they're like the real thing. It's not a lesson book. It's not made or adapted for students. And so the last year or so we've gotten to do that, and that's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I was like, I think I need to start the Clara Award because you're my only one who has done that. So that's just, and it's been so much fun for me to get to teach all the way through. And you've just done an amazing job. You are so talented when it comes to piano and so many other things as well. The other thing that I wanted to tell about you, she has dynamics. You play so soft. You can be in lessons and Curtis will come out and he won't even know that you have been here because you play so soft. Do you remember one year me telling you to play loud enough for the neighbors to hear?
I think so.
Like trying to get her to play loud.
I remember having a hard time with recital piece one time.
Because it was, you just,
trying to get
but you have dynamics now. You play loud and soft, but there was a while that you're just very quiet. But she's very great with dynamics and rhythm. She has the best rhythm. Oh my goodness, ever.
Percussion helped.
Percussion, but I'm just always amazed at your rhythm. You are so talented, and you have been such a joy to teach. I have loved every minute of it, even those days when you come in and you don't practice.
Oh goodness.
But you've been a joy to teach. Thank you for allowing me to be your teacher, and you are so strong. I just know that you are going to be able to do whatever you want to accomplish in life. You are going to be able to do it because you have this sweet, soft side with this strong, tough side, and just that mix. And I just know that to combine those two, you are just going to be able to do anything. So I can't wait to see what you're going to do. And thank you again for letting me be your teacher. And here's a little goodie for you. Hi, I'm here with Emma Thompson, and she's graduating from Yukon High School, where she's graduating as valedictorian. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys got to have graduation last week, right?
Yeah, we had it on Saturday.
Very nice. Okay. And I have been teaching you since 5th grade, we decided?
5th grade, yeah.
That's been a long time. She used to live across the street and down a couple houses. And I remember she seemed so tiny. I really thought you were younger than that. And we were talking about this because her mom would stand out and watch her come across the street. And then on her way home, I would stand out and watch her walk back across. Because you seemed so tiny.
I was like 11 probably, 11-ish.
She's a long time ago though. Also, I don't know if you realize this, but you have been my last student on Tuesdays for many years.
For a while now,
yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just going to be so weird. I guess maybe your sister will be my last student for a while. Yeah. So you were the first of your family to take lessons, and now I have your sister and your brother, which you've all been a joy to teach. So let me ask you, what has been your favorite thing about piano lessons?
I kind of just like being able to play the piano, like to say like I did that. It was like a bragging, right?
Well, it is, because it takes a lot of work. Not everybody can say it.
Yeah.
Least favorite thing?
Practicing.
Yes. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's to make myself like sit down and play something.
But you've always been very good about that. I mean, you've always come to lessons prepared.
Once I sit down, I'm fine. It's just like make myself stop whatever I'm doing and go to the piano and practice.
Do you ever play just for fun?
Rarely.
Do you think you will now as you're done with lessons and things change?
Yeah, just because I don't want to like forget how to play or like forget.
Yeah. What songs do you like to play?
I think worship songs are fun. They're my favorite.
Me too. I agree. Okay, have you had a favorite recital over the years? You've been in a bunch.
I don't know.
Do you remember your first one?
Very vaguely. I remember I played a slow song, but I couldn't tell you anything else except that it was slow, and I didn't like it because I thought it was boring.
That's hilarious. Do you remember your first rehearsal?
No, I don't remember.
I was wondering because a lot of the students are like, yeah, well, or they'll be like, that was not what I was expecting, you know?
Oh yeah, because it's casual. Yeah, I don't remember my first one, honestly.
It's been too long ago. Yeah. And let's see, any other favorite memories on piano?
I just always like after the recital when you'd like go and talk to people and like it was like done like a weight off your chest.
And the snacks, the parents always bring the best finger foods, which we don't get to have this year. So sad. The best part. Least favorite part of recital?
Playing my song.
You don't like being on the stage?
Yeah, I don't like being up there and playing it because like, I don't like being in front of people.
Yeah, me either. Did you have a favorite recital?
Ooh. I don't think I had a favorite. I liked most of them.
Most of them?
For different reasons.
Different reasons. Yeah. A least favorite song?
Yes.
Yes? I bet I can guess. It was last year's recital song.
Yes.
What was the name of it?
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
That was hard. It was hard. I couldn't play it. My hands didn't stretch far enough, so I was like, it was so uncomfortable. And I never learned it like perfectly, so I always messed up. Even on recital, I messed up.
You sounded good though. But it was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was hard.
It sounds so cool, and it sounds like a piano song, and it's so much harder.
It sounded cool, but it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. No one will ever play it now. Don't play Benny and the Jets.
Unless your hands are like massive and you can stretch all the keys.
Because it had like 13,
yeah,
which they're not going to understand what that is. But when you go to play like an octave or whatever, you have to stretch keys, and to do a most people can only do about an eighth. So to try to do like a 13th is...
we had to like cut out notes and
it was hard. Did you have a favorite song?
I don't know. I liked playing Spring. I don't remember who it's by, but it's like...
Oh!
I don't remember how it goes either. I just remember liking it.
Vivaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice classic song. Yeah. I'm impressed. Nice. Yeah, that is a good one. Very good. Now you played in band also, right?
In middle school.
In middle school. Which instrument?
I played the trombone.
Trombone.
Yeah.
So that was way different from piano.
Yeah.
How's it different? I'm not a trombone player.
No keys.
Slide. Slide. That's right. Okay. So.
And it was all bass clef, no treble.
Oh, that's why you're such a good bass clef reader.
Yeah, bass clef was always easier to me just because I had to read it more.
So did you like trombone, piano more?
I liked piano more. I mean, I quit trombone, so I liked piano more. It was just more fun.
More fun. you get to play like all of the notes, not just like one part. That's what I've always liked.
Yeah, it was more fun. I don't know. I don't know how to say.
I agree. Do you have any advice for younger piano students?
Even though I don't like it, practice, because like when you get better at your song, you like to play it more. Like I always hate playing stuff in the beginning when I don't know it, but like once I know it, I like it.
Yeah, so just keep working.
Yeah.
It's just time consuming. It's a discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but it's worth it in the end. So what are your plans for the fall?
I'm going to Oklahoma Baptist University.
Nice.
Maybe in person, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Right now they're planning on in person.
Oh, good. When do you get to go?
I'm supposed to move in on the 5th.
Yeah,
So 2 weeks, yeah.
Wow. Okay, and do you have a major?
I'm psychology right now.
Nice. Very
not sure on it.
Yeah, that changes and it's okay. Okay, well, I just want to end with saying thank you for allowing me to be your teacher all these years.
Thank you for being my teacher. I liked it.
I've enjoyed you immensely. There's a verse from the New Testament where Paul writes to his churches, and one of the things he says is, I wrote it down, I thank God every time I think of you. And that's what I do when I think of you. You have just been such a blessing to my life. You're such a beautiful young lady, inside and out. You are so intelligent, so hard, such a hard worker. And you are disciplined. You've always come prepared. You always had your homework done. You have just been a joy to teach. And I've just loved every minute of it. And I will miss you completely on Tuesday nights. I don't know, that's just going to be weird.
Tuesday nights are going to be weird now.
So I guess, if you're doing virtual school, you might as well do virtual piano, right? I'm thinking maybe I could hold on to a few of you guys. I wish. But I hope that you will take music with you and that it will be a comfort and a joy to you as you move forward, and that you'll just sit down and worship God and play your worship songs in the future. So again, thank you. And here's a little goodie to remember me by.
Thank you.
I'll give you a big hug. One more time, I'd just really like to say thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight, for watching, for all the hard work, for all the students, for all the parents who have participated, for all the patients doing all the virtual stuff. I want to thank my family. Curtis has helped in so many ways, but Seth has really stepped up, and he did anything related to the Google Drive. Any of those questions that came through went through him. He was a huge help, and even Ian, he's the one who set up our YouTube channel so that you could watch tonight. So a big shout out to my guys. And then Landon at church, he is our student minister, and he is the one who has stepped up to help me get this all put together and to get it out there for you guys to view. It is what he does, and he is excellent at it. And so a big shout out and a big thank you to Landon for helping. And for everyone who hosted a watch party tonight, thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Thank you for engaging and for just making this special for our students. I love and miss all of you. Good night.
All right, good night.